This video clip, courtesy of MSNBC, is brought to you by the Frederick Douglass Foundation. Where justice is denied, where poverty is enforced, where ignorance prevails, and where any one class is made to feel that society is an organized conspiracy to oppress, rob, and degrade them, neither persons nor property will be safe. Visit us at www.tfdf.org.
Well, Sarah Palin now being criticized by fellow conservatives, some conservatives, for defending Dr. Laura Schlesinger about Dr. Laura's use of the N-word 11 times during her radio broadcast. Palin tweeted, quote, "Dr. Laura, don't retreat, reload. Steps aside because of her First Amendment rights ceased to exist thanks to activists trying to silence. Isn't America, is not America, not fair?" Well, Palin went on to say Dr. Laura even more powerful and effective without the shackles. So watch out, constitutional obstructionists, and be thankful for her voice, America. Joining me now, Dean Nelson, the chairman of the Frederick Douglass Foundation, which works to get African-American Republican officials elected. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Tamron. It's great to be here.
So what's your feeling, Dean, on Sarah Palin defending Dr. Laura's N-word rant, especially saying that this is a First Amendment issue that has come out as a result?
Yeah, well, first of all, just because somebody has the First Amendment right doesn't make it right. I was extremely disappointed in Governor Palin's support for Dr. So for us at the Frederick Douglass Foundation, we're trying to encourage African Americans to look closely at the Republican Party as a viable option. Sarah Palin's comments are out of line, distasteful, and should be condemned by all Americans.
Have you heard that from several people or a few? I have to be honest, I got a tweet the other day, regarding this, and the individual said, well, how many African-American Republicans are there to be upset about it? How do you respond to that?
Sure. Well, obviously there are millions of African Americans who are Republicans, and there are a host of people, but it's not only African Americans who are upset about this. Sarah Palin hasn't had a very good month. Earlier this month, she actually offended a host of conservatives when she endorsed a pro-choice Republican candidate in Georgia who was a benefactor to the abortion industry. So I think that if she really wants to think about her political future, she should do a little better job of staying in contact with her base and messaging a little bit better to the community that she wants to get support from.
I'm curious, Dean, I know you're the vice chairman of this organization, so you're not a psychologist, I don't believe, but when you read someone's words or you hear someone's words, you wonder what their motive is. For Sarah Palin to say, Dr. Laura, don't retreat, reload, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what she meant by that, but I know in the media that type of language is inflammatory and it is destructive. And my hope is that just as Dr. Laura apologized for her comments, Sarah Palin would also do the same. Have
you reached out to Sarah Palin for an apology?
I have not talked to her directly, but our office is looking into contacting her. There's an event coming up soon that she and I will both be a part of, and I'm hoping that we'll have the opportunity to discuss this and a few other issues that we believe that are important.
Dean, let me ask you, if you don't hear from her between now and when you have that event you're both attending, do you plan to approach her to talk with her about your feelings and how the others that you've spoken to feel about her support of Dr. Laura?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think that Sarah Palin did a good job as governor, but when she makes statements like this, it does not serve to do us well as African-American Republicans. And really, it's not good discourse, really, for any of those political officials who have a desire to run for office. So I certainly will have a discussion with her if she's open, and hopefully she'll moderate her comments for the future.
Dean, we'll see if she retreats from her comments or as she puts it, reload when you talk to her. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Sure.